So hello there! You're probably wondering why this video is longer than 1 minute. And if you don't wondering that, I will explain to you that. Normally my channel called 1 Minute Blender is doing content that is 1 minute long and explaining you a whole tutorial that normally is done in 5 hours in 1 minute. But not today, because I want to do a normal tutorial for once, and that's what we're going to do today. Also ignore the beautiful background. It's very tidy. Ignore, for example, my kitchen thing. Not tidy. But anyway, I will show you how to make that. So stay tuned and let's go into Blender. And so we are in Blender. The first thing, of course, to do is delete the default cube. So first I'm going to show you how actually a beautiful bottle or the end product will be made. So we have here this beautiful logo. I'm just going to delete that because it's on the right. So the first thing we can see that this beautiful cream bottle is made out of 2.5 parts. You can see the first thing that we have here is the top part, which is the lid, and here we have the cream built top part of that as well. We have down here the transparent thing. I'm going to show you not now in the real world, so we're going to show you some cream. Unfortunately, as told, I don't have one here, so we can see there are a bunch of different types of cream and stuff like that. Of course, ignore the food here. So we can see normally it's made out of 2 to 3 compounds. Of course, depending on what you are doing, it can be, of course, vary. But I assume you're just making the stuff I make. So we can see is, of course, we have the lid here. In this case, also a little bit transparent. Of course, the cream and this bottom part is normally just a container for the cream. Of course, there are a bunch of different stuff, but we're going to make here similar something like this. Bunch of fruit, so you can see like you can see it pretty well. The top part we have the in that container. In the bottom part we have the cream inside, and of course, you know, some writing, but of course you can put on whatever you want. So let's go back to our thing. Let's make a new one. Don't want to save that, and first delete. And we're going to add a circle because as you saw, a beautiful cream thing is round. I mean, they're probably different stuff, but round is pretty good. We're going to go to the edit mode. Oh, we should probably enable a shortcut thingy so you can see what buttons I'm pressing. You can see I'm pressing a bunch of shit left and right. So first we're going to edit mode and press F to fill that thing, and we're going to extrude that because we are going to need some stuff. Let's make it around this. This will be the lid. I think this is good size. Let's move it up a bit. It's because below we're going to model, of course, the rest of the cream box thingy. I don't know. So first thing we're going to do is add a bevel, because I should probably open that up, but let's see. As you can see, normally the lid is a little bit bent, a little bit beveled, you know. So we can see it here pretty well. It's pretty small. I think we bigger. So we can see here that so it's looking round, it's looking nice and stuff like that. This is of course also a design choice by the company in this game, Original 21 Cream. This is like something I would model like and make a fake company called Original Cream. Yeah. So we're going to add a bevel. Of course, you can technically just, you know, select them by yourself and just bevel them like that or something. But we're going to use the beautiful bevel modifier. We can see it's beveling the top and the bottom part. And let's see, I will go for, let's see, a very small edge. We're going to make it, let's see, segments like 4. It's looking good. And then we're going to make it smooth. This is still a little bit blocky, of course, if you don't have the computing power like I have. I mean, well, it's pretty decent, but of course there are people that have laptops doing that Blender stuff or something. Then you should probably skip this step because we're going to add a subdivision. It's going to make it 2, maybe 3. Let's make it 3, because this can be very intensive in stuff, you know, like processing power and stuff like that, and later in the rendering part. Or make just 50 and your PC will explode. Anyway, of course you could also make a little bit, you know, it's a bit going a little bit down, but we're not going to do that. The thing we're going to is apply the bevel, and now we're going to make the cream. Yeah, we're going to make a cream. Yeah, that's a good thing. So we're going to make an insert with eye. Let's see around this. The thing is, it is not as big as we should do it like that before we apply that, I think. So we don't have that. and you can later then apply the bevel. Yeah, it's looking better. You can see it's not as big. Just this is as you. I should just leave it open, or just buy myself an actual cream bottle. So we can see. I need some of this is transparent. We can see here it's not completely filled. That is money. Of course, it's looking nice, and that's the company what you tell them, but it's made because of money. So if you don't know Ben & Jerry's, they started as normal ice cream vendor, you know, you find in every shopping mall or something. And they nearly went bankrupt because they were selling too much ice cream. Not what you mean, but you know, if you make a scoop, it was too big. So, of course, you have to produce the cream and stuff like that. And if you put more in it, you have to spend more. So it's not completely the size or to the bottom. So now we have actually the lid and our cream. We're going to texture it, of course, later. Next up, we're going to make another circle. Wow, would have thought? The bottom part is also a beautiful thing. And I have not changed the size at any point because you can see it fits perfectly. So I think we're going to make it this height or something. I'm going to move you down a bit. So it's fitting perfectly. I think this is a good size for one. I'm probably a bit big. Let's make it a little bit smaller. I think this is a good size for a cream bottle. I should probably have really bought before when I made this video. Anyway, we're going to, of course, I should probably duplicate this. Anyway, should make a bevel here as well. Let's see, what do I use? 0.05, and I think I used 4. Yeah, that's 4. Perfect, make it smooth. We're going to add a subdivision once again. As you can see, it's not perfectly on it, so we're going to make, not perfectly, it will never be perfectly on it because that's how they make, you have to make you turn around and stuff like that. We're going to now press G and of course the Z axis, so we're going to move it on that, but you can see a little bit fast, so we're going to use the beautiful shift key. You cannot see it, but I'm pressing it right now. I'm holding it, and then we can move it just a teensy bit, so it's like nearly, you know, in together like that. So this is already looking pretty decent. So the next step I will do, of course you can skip it, I'm going to make a beautiful plane. I'm going to scale that thing up because this will be our bottom thing where the thing is standing on. So I think, yeah, this camera position is good. Let's go in here. No, we don't want this lamp. We want a beautiful, nice and looking first cycles, you know, because we need going to make glass, so we need cycles for that, and we're going to make a new light source. We're going to make it an area lamp, and I just deleted it. I sometimes really hate my keyboard, or probably that is a German keyboard, and some buttons are in different places than the people making Blender. Anyway, we're going to make it let's see, 100. It's a little bit better, and we're going to duplicate this, making nice and easy 3-point lighting. So we're going to have light from 3 different directions. We can see on the right side, as well on the left side, even though it's completely different. I'm making right now the right side, but that's not up to discussion. As you can see, it's not, of course, not perfect. Let's move this one a little bit so we have a shadow behind it. Of course, yeah, now we are technically done with modeling and setting up the scene. Now we're going to make the fun part. Colors. Of course, it's not perfect. You can see there's gray stuff behind this. Who cares? I don't. It's a tutorial. I don't have to care about stuff. So we're going to make now a beautiful color. So as you can see, I went with earlier with black and orange. The internet saying they go along pretty well. So let's take a look. I don't, of course, not color that goes well with black. Black is, yeah, black. Yeah, like that. Black, perfect. So we have, I don't know, is the left one the black one or the right one? I don't know. Anyway, so while I'm figuring this out and trying to type it in, I would like to have some feedback, because this, as you probably know here in the beginning, this is my first time making a tutorial that's longer than a minute. So I would like to know if you actually enjoy this and I'm actually doing it great or not. So would be, no, that's black, okay. Would be awesome if you just type in the comment like, hey mate, I like what you're doing, I want more, or no, shut the fuck up, stay with your 1-minute tutorials. So you can see it's a beautiful orange. We're going to make this black, so we're going to call it lit. I mean, you have to be correct. Ground. There we go. I mean, I'm only naming it right now. Normally I don't name everything, except I'm working professionally than I maybe do. So we're going to make this beautiful black. You can see it's black. I will probably just go out of it so you don't have the scriggling noise thing. And as you saw in the intro, we had also some gold things. For that we just have to apply the bevel, so we actually have some vertices. This was the wrong one, but okay, we're going to want to have this one, apply this one. So we actually have some vertices here. We can see that now. And we're going to select them. You can see Alt Shift on not all of them. I mean, of course, you could go onto this one and shit. Also use this one. I can show you why if you just make a new one, and let's make it gold and make it metallic, so it's actually looking like a little bit of gold. Of course you can make that wheel better, but then you have to do and make it longer, which is okay. So we're going to assign this, and you can see you have stuff on the top. You can of course just fix it on paper, but the fastest stuff is just not to select the first one. And again, I deleted with my backwards back in time. I doing stuff, so there we go. Make it go again. We have the bottom part. I mean, a little bit. All right, maybe let's go more into orange vibe here, and just pull up the beautiful loop tool and chip, go up. We're going to make it on the bottom as well. Of course, this is just a design choice by myself. You can put on it whatever you want, whatever color you want and need or something. So we're going to just there go in so you can see everything and select these. You're going to assign this same stuff as up. There we go. Now we can see we have to give as well. I can just hide this one. You can see right now the cream is black. I mean, maybe that's what you want, but normally probably not. So we're going to select this. Said we're going to select this. Probably should use that. Select this, and we're going to give it a new one. We're going to call it actually the cream. And I did not. The creamy, yeah, it's creamy. It's beautiful. And we're calling this cold. And we're going to, I think, white is a good color. And we can see again, move it up a bit thick. And now we have some cream. We can get back the circle. And now we're going to make the circle transparent. Because as you saw earlier, we're going to make a transparent one. And yeah, we're going to use a beautiful material for that. Who thought about that? So there are a couple of different stuff. The easiest way is probably just make a glass one. So tada, it's glass, but we're not going to do that here because I like to just do everything in the principle BDSF. So we're just going to go let's first the roughness a bit higher. Let's make 0.6. That's good, I think. Would you please go away? And we're going to make transmission to 1. Let's see. A normal glass has transmission or IOR of 0.5 to 0.7. Let's make it 0.2, not 0.1. So you can see that. It's pretty well, but you can pretty see it well. We can see now through it. Of course, flickering stuff here. And yeah, that's kind of it. Of course, we can now make it a little bit better. If you want, but that's normally it. We are done. So I would really like to get feedback from you, and I can make a wonderful advertisement. Sadly not for a sponsor. I'm still a very poor student who has not money, so yeah, Skillshare, whatever. If you want to sponsor me, I am up to any money you're giving me. Anyway, I'm normally also streaming on Twitch, you know, not animation or something with Blender. Right now I am doing Can You Finish Crash 1 Without Breaking a Box? The answer is no, but I'm trying it anyway, and I'm very slowly going insane. So if you want to beautifully go and watch that, you can of course go to Twitch. I also have a beautiful Discord. Maybe we can take a look right now. It's not very full, but we have some beautiful stuff. I share my videos there first, and also we have the beautiful Sunday challenge where I challenge you and myself every Sunday to some beautiful stuff. So you know, it's here 1 minute Blender. We can see I tease at what I'm doing, so what I will do. So I hope you will see yourself also maybe here next time. So see you soon, and don't forget to like and subscribe the video.